EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Off the play fake, Mon. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 11th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
On second down, it's Taylor. And some room to work. 30. 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 61 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Blankenship's kick is good. So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board, right, in your...
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. But they go play action here. Mon. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Third down from the gun, it's Mon. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Mond out of the shotgun. He'll dump this off to Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mond. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mond. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Mond. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Lions opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. But he takes it up to the 40. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Yeah, he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for Indy.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On the carry, it's Cook. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Bond going to throw it. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They run. Cook. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 12, Munn. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught inside the 5. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll run with Cook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll throw now on the final play. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 2nd down, Cook. A little juke, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Mon looks to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Quiddy Pay. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Mon now off of play action. And Rudolph has it left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
He had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
On 1st down, here's Mon. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way, because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jalen Reagor, 76 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. You tighten up. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. It's going to be a long play. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. He can't hit.
Back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick. And
what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success. That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
From the gun, here's Mon. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Back to the ground, Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Mon throwing on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Mon looks to throw on 1st down. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mon. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. The Vikings on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. He'll look to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will get the lead up to 14.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and
He's got a man, complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for Indy. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to take another shot here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football, and it's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Switch. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, switch gears.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They run it again with Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throw right side, complete to Carter.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
But let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Minnesota, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will head home next.